Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Stays on his feet, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 21. A first down throw for Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That one on Kyle Long, of course, the son of Hall of Famer Howie Long. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jameis to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, yeah!
Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
It's been quite the evolution for Stephon Diggs because when he came out of high school, many thought he was the top prospect going into college football. Didn't have quite the career that was expected and actually got drafted lower than what many people thought. But, boy, is he playing to a top level now while he's in Minnesota.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
And
a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Second and 6. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterback's got to.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
It's our time. It's our time.
Jameis now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Winston. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jameis again. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 50, wait. You better bring. Let up. Yeah, you better bring. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one. 4 down, 4 down.
On second down now. It's Hines. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
That's where you belong.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Coming to you, coming to you. Left 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. On second down now, it's Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Switch, switch, switch.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 2nd and 12, Winston caught by his tight end Wesco. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Whip.
On first down, Hunt looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On 3rd down, Winston. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Watch 25. Watch 55. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw is Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Benjamin, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Hines, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
56, 56. Wild Bill.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Come on, QB, come on.
1st down, Winston. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play fake. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Jameis now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All day, defense, all day.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I got you. I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. When you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you, how do you think? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Get out the field, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike's 56. I'm trying to collect.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Diggs has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this, get this. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Off the play fake, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down. Check, check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, and this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
He lets this one fly toward the back. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Person. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Winston.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Looking to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down now, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Set, go.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Hines. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Carlson able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, it's Person. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Jameis to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
To throw, Winston. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. No problem there on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Vikings on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now back to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football.
That's it, baby.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check.
Now Winston. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll run on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Person. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. That one a first down pickup of 8. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
That's exactly what they were looking.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And they take a knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go, D.
And they will take a knee here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bucs, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis, an